So this is your panty. So make sure. So I think also, if you have issues with innerwear because you need innerwear, I think you can also communicate that to us. Sawa sawa? Because the first thing you need is a panty. Hii kitu inahitaji kitu ya kuisupport. Si ndio? So utasupport aje bila panty. So the first thing unahitaji ni panty. Haya, niko na panty. Alafu kuna pad. Si ndio? Haya, so hii ni ya always. Haimaanishi hata hizo zingine ni mbaya. Hii ni junior yenye niko nayo hapa ya demonstration. So you see it has this thing. Not this thing. Usikatoe. Sijui kama mnaniona. Kila mtu ananiona? So okay, na nikikaa hapa, is it better? So pads iko na hii kitu. Si unaona hii kitu ya white iko hapa? Na kama ina kuna kitu atakuwa ameweka iko na kaka gum. Si ndio? Do not ignore that. It's very important. So utatoa pad yako hivi. And I'm assuming uko msafi. Please. Again, tuna try to avoid infections. Usipate magonjwa, si ndio? Kwa sababu hisi ugonjwa, sasa kwa nini tutafute ugonjwa na hata huko mgonjwa? Si ndio? Haya, tunatoa pad yako ndio hii hapa. Haya, then unashikilia hapa juu unatoa hivi. Usitupe hii karatasi. Sawa? Then kuna ingine imeshika hapa. Pia hii tunatoa. Imeshikilia kagam kingine kako hapo ndani, sawa? Haya. So this is your panty. There is the front part and there is the back part. So when your pad imetengenezwa, as you can see, unaona inakaa hivi. So you come and put it at the center. Unaona venye wameikunja hapa? This one goes to the first place ya pad yako. Unaona mahali panty iko na hii lining. Na mahali imekunjika, unapimanisha, sawa? Hiyo inalalia hapo, sawa? Haya, unailaza vizuri. Thank you. So, unaitandaza kabisa. Unaona? Hii ni ndefu, hii ni maxi. So maybe mtu mwenye anafilmi anahitaji ile ndefu kabisa. Juu kuna zile fupi, kuna ndefu, si ndio? Maybe you guys already know that, si ndio? But sasa mtu anatafuta ile ina work for her. Hizi zinaitwa wings. Wings ni za kurudisha hapa chini ya panty. Ndio ishikilie, sawa? Hii nyingine chini ya panty. Si ndio? Tutenda utaki kuvaa panty alafu kidogo kidogo inaanza kutokea side moja, inatokea hii side nyingine. So the gum that iko chini imeshashikilia hii side na hii nyingine imeshashikilia. Then iko hivi. So I'm assuming hapa siko nimeivaa, maybe niko nimetoka bafu. But all this can be done ukiwa kwa choo pia. Because you just place your panty down here and repeat the same process, still wearing the panty. So your 2 hours to 4 hours maximum zimeisha, umeenda kwa loo. So when you're removing it, you don't sit show ati tuko we are done. So we know what is inside here. So it's not something you want to go plastering on the toilet. So you need to be, this is where you need to be a girl, you need to be a lady, you need to be a gentle lady, okay? So utarudi utoe pad yako vizuri. We don't making sure it's not spilling down. Depending on the flow yenye imekuwa hapo ndani. Uitoe pole pole. Nowadays, when us guys were growing up, kulikuwa na pads za tofauti mingi sana zenye watu wanasema hii ina leak, hii inateremsha. Sasa hii I think wame standardize like zote ziko sawa. Kitambo our time kulikuwa na hizo shida. So sijasikia reason ya basi to encounter. So if you get time ya kutoa, you remove it. I'm assuming you take from down there, you remove it nicely. Sindio? Pole pole bila ku. Sindio? It's here, then you fold it. Unajua bado inakunjika. Hata kama iko na fluid ndani itakunjika, sawa? Haya. Unakumbuka ile karatasi niliwaambia msitupe? Yes. Mtu anayeka hata kwa mfuko niweka tu vizuri. Sindio? Unarudi kwa ile pad. Hii sasa imetumika. So ndio maana siko all over. Unairudisha pale ndani, sindio? Bado iko na some gum left, so it is going to stick on the wrapping paper. Sindio? So utaifunga vizuri, ifunge vizuri. Unakumbuka kale kitu nilisema msitupe? Aka. Yes. Nikafanya nini? Nikamfuko. Tumefunga mzigo wetu kwa kafuko. This is the way you perfectly dispose it off. So how do you dispose this off? Tunatupanga wapi kwa barabara? Dustbin ya kawaida tu. Kwa sababu sasa ukienda utupe kwa dustbin ya class, watu wenye wanaosha, alafu tuseme nimeiweka hivi, juu ya kurusha vitu zingine, tuseme kametokana kidogo. So unaona utakuwa disadvantage huyo mwenye ameenda hapo. So I don't know if there is a provision for sanitary buckets, so you throw it in that sanitary. Kwa sababu mwenye anaenda kuchukua anajua ni nini ziko hapo ndani. Hata fikiria ni ile makaratasi ya class yenye mtu anaenda tu anatupa anywhere. Because if it's in a sanitary dustbin, they know how to best dispose them off. If there is a pit latrine and you're allowed to, you can dispose it off in a pit latrine. Are we okay on that side? In a pit latrine. Usiwahi rusha kwa choo ya kuflash. Sawa? What's up? Dametisha. Patia ni mpya. Haya. Na nimesema kama that is also a need, tafadhali share that with us. Ndio next time tujue mlisema lazima tuwe na party iko wapi ndio tujipange pia kuleta hapa party. Sawa sawa. So nimesema usitupe kwa choo ya kuflash, si ndio? Kwa sababu uta block and you don't want that, si ndio? We are trying to be ladies because we are na tuko gentle ladies wenye tunajipenda, wenye tuko unajua tumejiweka vizuri, so tabia zingine ni mbaya sana by the way. Hatunaenda tu natupa nini. This is evidence of what God's gift is to you. So you just don't go throwing it away anywhere. Sawa. So I can take questions in regard to this. If you have a question in regards to pads, kuvaa na disposal, I can take any question right now if you have one. Ya pads kwanza ndio nimesema kama iko swali. Nikiangalia hapa ni kama tuko in good time. We can now take general questions kama ziko. We are also not here to just talk about menses. There is more to life. Ni kweli? Yes. Mshaisikia mtu ameambiwa ati atakuwa akipewa off kutoka kazi hizo siku zote 5 wako kwa periods. Ni tricky sana. So there is more to life. So vile tumesema hapa sisi ni kama sisters zenyu, brothers zenyu. So we are not just here to talk about periods. So tukitoka hapa nje and you have time to interact with us, we are here to even talk about careers, life to unaona vitu tu zenye hata si story na period. Sawa. Tuko hapa kuongea kuhusu life. Form 4, we wish you success in your upcoming exams. Najua mtapita. Najua ni wasiwangu mtapass. Pass our regards to your Form 4s. So we can take any questions. If there are none, I think I'll... Oh, yes.
To our visitors, my fellow teachers and students, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I have got 2 questions on behalf of my beautiful ladies here. There are 2 that approached me, and I had one being talked about by Jerry, about irregular flow. So the first question was, one approached me and asked me, is it normal to have irregular flow, for example, attending twice a month? The second question is that another one approached me and asked me that is it again normal to be attracted to the opposite sex while attending? Thank you.
Thank you. So I'll take the first one, which is the irregular. We are all different. We are all unique. There are people who ovulation. Must I talk about ovulation?
No.
Ovulation is just, and I think that will touch on the part where is it normal to be attracted to to the opposite sex. Because when you're ovulating, people have different days. You'll find, I think the normal one is 21 to 28 days. But you'll find people like me go to 40 to 50 days. We are called irregular. There are people who can even have their menses twice a month. Unapata mtu ako na 5 days akianza and 5 days akimaliza. Unapata mwingine anapatanga only 2 days in a month. Mwingine anapata 6 days. So we are all different. So whatever days of menses that you get is normal. What you can do, what helps people, you can take a piece of paper, uandike. Unaweza andika from January to December. January unaandika ahead like 3 days. A way you can track your periods. I had 4 days, 5 days, 3 days. That way you're able to look at your calendar. Because ile siku mtafika when you become The other, you come to this side of the womanhood, utaenda kuona maybe gynecologist ama daktari. Atakuuliza how many days do you have your periods. So it's good to have that record for yourself. So kama utakuwa na shida wataangalia. So, but to answer the question is, it is very, very normal to have either 2 times a month or to have longer days, or ovulation ikienda past 50 days. It's all normal. We are all unique in that way. Sijui kama nimejibu your swali. Okay.
Okay, the second one was whether it is normal to be attracted to the opposite sex during those periods, yeah? Those days, yeah? Now, first of all, I would want to say you are growing. You are still, allow me to use the word, you are still children, yeah? Because you're in that bracket, okay? You are from class 6 to form 4, right? So it is from age 9, around age 9 to age 19. You are still growing. For those of us who are advanced, about 10, 11, 12, you have done adolescence, and you know that there are some changes that go on in your body, and some of them are being attracted to the opposite sex. But when you are being taught, you are always taught about self-control, isn't it? Yes. Now, I would want to say there are so many myths and some misconceptions and so many things that we are fed when we are growing, and some of them are those ones, which in most cases, they are not true and they are not correct. So as you are growing, people will be telling you, no, you need a boyfriend, no, you need this, which is not the case. So that is one of the things that we are fed, that during those periods, maybe you will get attracted. It is something that we have formed in our minds. Are we together? Yes. So what I would want to say is you are still growing, and we are encouraged that at this age, we are supposed to abstain no matter what, okay? We are supposed to abstain until we are of age.
I have 2 questions on cramps. Why do some people have cramps and others, like others are quite extreme? Now wengine hawana hizo cramps. 2, is it advisable to take medication during when you're having the cramps? And also, how do you make your cramps more like
I'll say something because I have experience and Emma is going to say. The first one was why we get cramps. When I used to get cramps, I didn't know what was happening. So I went to the doctor. So that's when I found out there is what they call polycystic ovarian syndrome. There are women whose ovary is bigger than the other one. Because of that, I end up getting cramps. I think there are also, each woman has, I think there are people who the fallopian tubes are different. So it's not, I cannot give you one answer for everybody because we are all different in terms of cramps. The other one, is it advisable to take medication? It's a yes or a no. It will not be advisable to take medication, but sometimes it can be really painful that you take like a painkiller. But don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. But I know it can be really painful. There are also different hacks. I don't know if you know the water bottle hack, where you place a water bottle. I know a water bottle can be expensive, so you can improvise. You can take like your towel, a normal towel, put it in hot water, and place it here, so that it relieves. But that sometimes does not work for everybody. Another hack is you can exercise, be active. You know, when you're active, it helps. Another one, maybe you can take a nap. You know, you can take a nap. Eating healthy is also good. When you also eat healthy, there are people who also drink lots of water. So that's what I'm saying. It's very, very different for all of us. One person may be taking a tablet, another person is a hot water bottle, another person is exercising. That's why when I said, remember when I said, get a book, keep a record. Also, when you're keeping a record, write the sort of symptoms that you're getting. There are people who get headaches. I don't know if any of you get like severe headaches. There are people who get cramps. There are people who even diarrhea. I don't know if you've gotten diarrhea during that time. Diarrhea. Yeah. Sometimes your skin also breaks out. So every everybody has different symptoms. We all do not have to have the same symptoms. So keep recording them, record them. And then when you use whatever you're going to use, if it works, then continue working on that. What was the last question? What was the last one? Oh, answered. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I can just retaliate on what Njeri said. There's something that's called diversity is the beauty of life. So kila binadamu ni tofauti. You see, even if you were twins, born of the same mother, born the same day, maybe the only difference is the time you came out of your mother's womb, you'll still be very different. So even as women, we are very different in terms of what happens to our bodies. It's just like wewe ni mrefu, mimi ni mfupi, na maybe hata wewe mimi ni mzee kukushinda, unaona? So those things, it is also depicted when it comes to periods. So there are some people who will feel nothing. Hata juani zimekuja. Hakuna uchungu, hakuna. So that person, they'll have to keep a record, as Njeri is saying, ndio kumbukange, hey, as he expect any time from now, because there is no telltale sign for it. Mtu kama mimi, hata sihitaji, I don't need to, because nitasikia uchungu, nitajua tu ziko kwa njia, without even, you know. So people are different. So why it's good to have that, you can have like something you can call a periods journal, okay? Unajua journals ni gani? Ni kama tunaandikanga vitu, hata unaweza andika tu verse kwa kukupea psych, you know, a mantra. So you can have a small book, a periods journal. So in that one, as you're putting the calendar, also put your symptoms. And then when you put your symptoms, you'll be like, okay, January, nilikuwa naumwa na kichwa, nilikuwa naendesha, nilikuwa nasikia tu sitaki kukula, kuna hata nausea. You know, there are people also feel like you want to throw up. Like you don't even want to see food. So it happens. In fact, when those things happen, yes, I know it feels bad. You feel like me, I need to be in the hospital right now, nimelazwa, niko mgonjwa. But if ever you find that whatever you're feeling imeenda extreme, hujaisikia hivyo. Sijui kama mko na dispensary or a nurse. Is there? But unaweza ongelesha mwalimu. Unajua kuna ile unasikia kitu unaona hata sijaisikia hivyo in my whole life. Unaona? So you also can't just sit down and wait for nature to take its course. You can go and talk to the teacher, tell the teacher, so today nimesikia kitu sijaisikia before, you know, like I can't keep hata hiyo maji siwezi kunywa, because also when you're having your periods you need to be hydrated, okay? Because so much is happening in your body, you need to eat a balanced diet. The good thing about being in school, shule hakuna option, inakuanga balanced all the time. Your diet inakuanga balanced. When you're there taking to your beans, you have your carbs, that's very balanced. So you also need to hydrate. One hack that I know works for almost everyone, always make sure you're hydrated. Ukunywa maji ni dawa. Maji ni dawa. Sawa sawa. But ukisikia sasa yenyewe kenye mimi nasikia hapana. Mimi, because hata kuna time I've had instances of people even when I was in school even fainting, you see. So that is now where you also need to reach out to the person. Me, if it's at home, your mother, your sister, your sibling, your guardian. If it's in school, I think your teachers are there, whoever is with you in body, or even your fellow students. Ndio tujue what's the other step. Ndio huwezi kuwa mtu anaanguka, haizi tembea na mmenyamaza tu mnasema si ni periods. No, you also have to be human, okay? So when you feel that your symptoms have gone way that you're normally used to, please talk to your teacher so that we see if it's something that needs to a doctor, ama ni kitu maybe ukikunywa maji vizuri utafeel vizuri. Utafeel better, okay? And then as you grow, I want you to work hard. You know, one day there's someone who told me that the cure to her periods is a chocolate. But now, you see, even now affording a chocolate every time I'm on my periods is very difficult. But now what she was saying is that me, I want to grow and have so much money that whenever I want to eat a chocolate when I'm on my periods, I will be buying it. Okay? So have things that also motivate you. But periods are normal. We are different. Discuss amongst yourself. Unasikia kama mimi hata mimi usikia hivyo ndio tunajua kumbe this is normal. Discuss. You know to discuss. But then how are you? You know even when your destinate has periods because you talk. It's always good. Wamama tunaambiwa tukifanya serious kwa sababu ni share. Ndio? Share. Atukwaje leo ni periods. Naelewa vile unasikia. Ni sawa, nimekuelewa. Okay? Another question? Yes? Hi.
I have a question. Is it normal like you miss your periods for like 2-3 months, then for some time when you see it comes like heavy and it comes for a long time? Is it normal?
Longer, like how long?
Okay, like maybe 2 weeks to 3 weeks.
Okay, no, I don't think that is normal. Unfortunately, I don't think that is normal because a normal, like, no, what we consider normal flow is around 7 days. So once it goes, and it's still, and you know, as maybe some of you may have encountered, maybe from day 1, day 2, iko heavy, day 3, day 4, sindio? Alafu inaendanga ikireduce, sindio kweli? So kama uko nayo na hakuna siku ina reduce, wiki moja imeisha, wiki ya pili, now, unfortunately, you need to see a doctor to give you expert advice on how to go about it. Again, tusijitibu sana, sawa sawa? Tuharibu mwili tukisema tunajitibu juu ni periods. So ukiona imepitisha more than 7 days, it's good you go see a doctor akwambie kama yeye venye amekuangalia kila kitu iko sawa. Because again, as we say, there is no specific way of saying zinafaa kuwa hivi ama unafaa kufeel hivi. But missing your periods, and especially at the age that you guys are, is very normal actually. As long as you know you've not done anything wrong, let me start by saying that, you know you've not done anything, you're playing, you're okay. Eh? It's okay to miss them like for a month. Unajua, hii month inaweza ruka. Because maybe bado inajaribu, mwili yako inajaribu kuadjust. Okay? Because there are still so many hormones raging inside your body as you grow. So missing it for a month, maximum 2 is okay. Because I remember, I'm happy Ms. Waweri talked about her first time. My first time I was in school, and after that, kutoka nione the first time, nilikaa another whole year because why kuja tena. Unaona, na sikuwa mgonjwa. But now from there, I could now occasionally get my periods, and I was okay. But you see that it's because it was the first time. But this other, and then, if your periods have been regular, let's say for this whole year, they have been regular, hazijawai kosa, then zikose 2 months, and you know you have not done anything, please go see the doctor also, because you also need to know what's happening, okay? Yes. Any other question, my darlings? Yes.
Hi. Ni kweli mtu kama kwa periods akikula koko ama kitu na sukari itatoka heavy ama.
Now, I'm not an expert and I'm not a doctor, but I have used that to help myself. This idea. I don't know why, because, and I think it's the whole theory of mostly, sidhani hata ni sukari per se, hot cocoa, because it's already hot. You see that bit we are saying hot water helps in so many ways. So either kuiekelea hapa ama pia kuikunywa inakusaidia. But I've experimented kwa sababu unajua hata mimi najaribu kujisaidia as a woman. I'm like, na nikifanya hivi nitasaidika. Periods zitatoka haraka ama not necessarily zitatoka haraka, but it will be a bit easier for you because you'll be taking hot fluid. So I would say when you're having your periods, you have cramps na manini, again, water is your friend, and especially warm or hot water. It will be very helpful. But sasa si atuambia mzazi, mimi niliambiwa kazi yangu tu ni kukunywa hot chocolate kila wakati. Kama maji moto. Sawa sawa. Do we have any other question or even now remarks or comments? Anyone wants to tell us anything? We are open because we are winding up. Feel free. Na msisahau tulisema tukitoka pale nje, you will imprint your name on that thing you're painting. You will talk to us. Please talk to your fellow students here. Unajua kwa ni tofauti na huku, so wanaweza kuwa na something to share. Si ndio? And it's always good to learn from the other person. Today I can learn something from you, you can learn something from me, and it's always good to exchange ideas and knowledge. Si ndio? Anyone with a comment or another question? The only promise we can say is tutarudi tena kama mtatuita. Okay, no questions, no comments. Yes.
Okay, hi again.
Hi.